The famous handsome South Korean actor Lee Jong-suk has millions of fans. This time, he is starring in a blockbuster drama. He plays a role that is both good and bad. He appears at 2 locations in the city each time. 3 bombs have been planted. The challenge for Do Young is incredibly difficult as he must make accurate decisions under pressure. Otherwise, there will be a major explosion, causing harm to innocent people. Can Do Young successfully complete this dual IQ challenge? Let's start the movie. Do Young's teammate, Wong, receives a package. He opens it and finds it's a time bomb ticking rapidly. The sound of the pressure cooker decreases the bomb's countdown time. Afterwards, various noises accelerate the countdown process. Wong has no time to think. He curses and then vanishes. Turns out, Do Young is a submarine captain in the Navy. He and teammate Wong have just successfully completed a mission. As he's about to be praised, he receives a call from an unknown number. The anonymous caller informs him that a bomb has been planted in the city. Only Do Young can defuse that bomb. He thinks someone is just pulling a prank. If you don't believe it, you wouldn't call the police. After the explosion, the terrorist calls Do Young again. The terrorist wants him to join the bomb defusing challenge. It's quite a coincidence that he's watching TV. I watched the news about the explosion at Wong's house. To save time, he immediately asks for the identity. But the terrorists have sent him a link, requesting him to download software to locate the bomb. The terrorist then informs him that one of the bombs has been thrown into the sports arena. There's only one image hinting at the bomb's location. The terrorist also advises him not to request assistance, because he only has 60 minutes left to save everyone. Do Young had to run as fast as he could to the stadium. When he arrives, the match has already begun, and the audience consists of passionate fans. If the bomb detonates, it will be devastating. He can't find the bomb based on what the terrorists provide. Immediately after, the terrorists call to lead Do Young's attention to the VIP seats. There's an electronic noise intensity display tool. When the decibel level exceeds 100, the remaining time on the bomb will be halved. This certainly adds difficulty to the challenge for Do Young. Now, the person accidentally knocked over by Do Young gets angry. Holding a broken mobile phone, he blocks Do Young, glaring at him in uniform. Remembering he's the hero just reported in the news, Do Young tells him to find the bomb. There's no time for talking. Dae-oh is shocked, immediately realizing the danger. He pulls his shirt over his head, rushes onto the field, and takes the penalty kick. He runs around the field celebrating until security takes him away. The game has been postponed for a while. As Do Young reaches the VIP area, the penalty kick is retaken. The cheering of the fans instantly activates the noise level counter. The bomb's detonation time is halved to just 2 minutes. He arrives at the VIP room and finds a bomb inside the fish tank. With only 1 minute left, there's no time to defuse it. At that moment, Do Young spots a boy and rushes towards him with all his might. The loud explosion terrifies both the audience and the players. Someone has died, and the audience is injured from the debris. In the midst of chaos, Dae-oh breaks free from the security staff. Do Young is found. Immediately after, the terrorists call again, telling Do Young that it was just an appetizer, and send a picture of the location of the second bomb. Dae-oh takes Do Young to the water park to rescue people. Dae-oh comforts his son. Do Young drives at full speed. With time constraints, they disregard all traffic rules. They see traffic congestion ahead. Do Young drives straight onto the sidewalk. After escaping traffic jam, they hurry to the next destination. Do Young reaches the second bomb location. At this moment, the terrorists have sent another photo. They've kidnapped Do Young's daughter. Do Young calls his wife. His wife is defusing a bomb at another location. This bomb was also planted by the same terrorist. Do Young has to defuse the bomb first. He jumps into the water decisively. His wife defuses the bomb on the other side. She hasn't cut that wire for a while. Do Young swims to the pool drain. The bomb is found right under the pool. When Do Young's wife hesitates, the nearby residence's curiosity peaks, causing a loud disturbance. The countdown time for the bomb decreases to 7 minutes. At the same time, Do Young is searching for the bomb. Do Young jumps in and finds the bomb. The terrorist sent a fake notification to the pool operator. Everything is fine. Now you can let everyone swim. The pool staff signaled for swimming. So, the tourists eagerly plunged into the pool. At that moment, Do Young noticed a display screen on the bomb. Images of some naval officers. Do Young couldn't defuse the bomb. He decided to use his body to hug the bomb. This lessens the explosion's impact. Do Young was thrown from the water. At the same time, Do Young's wife defused the bomb. The bomb exploded, revealing only white powder. Everyone assumed it was a prank with a fake bomb. Right after, the phone inside the bomb suddenly rang. Inside the bomb, there was a mobile phone. A photo of a girl, likely Do Young's daughter, displayed on the screen. Facing the terrorists' actions head-on, the terrorist called both spouses simultaneously. During the three-way call, the terrorist addressed Du Young's wife. "There is a bomb 3 meters below where she stood. If Du Young's wife leaves, he'll kill their daughter," he warned. To save their daughter, Du Young's wife chose not to leave. Du Young was on the verge of collapse after hearing all of this, but he can't to stop. And thus, the bomb exploded. Even in protective gear, Du Young's wife was still blown meters away. Her survival was unknown. Meanwhile, Dao hurried to the parking lot to find a car. Spotting Dao opening the car door, Du Young quickly intervened. Shortly after, a car suddenly explodes, luckily causing only minor injuries to Dao. Du Young receives a phone call. His wife is okay. Du Young knows that his old mate Tae Seong is suspected as terrorist. So, Du Young locates Tae Seong's residence through his former teammates. Tae Seong's house is filled with bomb blueprints. Tae Seong poses as a doctor and sneaks into Du Young's wife's room. First, he kills the guards, then he calls Du Young. Finally, Du Young confirms that Tae Seong is the terrorist. Du Young asks Tae Seong, "Why would you do such a thing? Many people have died or been injured." Tae Seong tells Du Young, "Don't forget your past misdeeds." Then Tae Seong ends the call. Tae Seong puts Du Young's wife in a wheelchair and takes her out of the hospital. Surprisingly, a police officer finds them in the elevator. Tae Seong stabs the police officer to death. Du Young receives a picture message. With a bomb strapped to his daughter, Du Young must hurry. Du Young's wife and daughter are both bombed. He must choose. His daughter is in a street cafe. His wife is in a posh hotel lounge, leaving Du Young to decide whom to save first. So, Du Young asks Dao to find his daughter. Dao finds Du Young's daughter with a bomb, but he doesn't know what to do. Tae Seong enters the Navy official's party room, wearing a bomb. He declares that everyone here is his hostage. The reason why he planned this bombing scheme: it's to seek revenge for his fallen comrades and younger brother. During Tae Seong's submarine mission, an accident occurs. Captain De Young receives orders from higher-ups that the rescue will take 15 days, but currently, the submarine lacks oxygen. The captain knows what will happen. So Du Young asked everyone to draw lots for the fate's decision. In the end, Tae Seong's team, including his brother, got pushed out of the submarine, despite Tae Seong's strong opposition to the plan. But orders are orders, and Tae Seong had to comply. Later on, Tae Seong was increasingly tormented by it, so he created a careful plan on how to manufacture the decibel bomb. He wants to revenge on society with a bomb. Tae Seong tears up for his lost brother and teammates. A few police officers quietly sneak in. Unexpectedly, they are killed by the bomb Tae Seong planted outside. Tae Seong tells Du Young the whereabouts of his wife and that she's wearing a bomb. Tae Seong holds the same remote control for all the bombs. Just a slip of the hand, and all bombs will activate simultaneously. They start a fight right away. Du Young charges, knocking Tae Seong down. Just when everything seems settled, Du Young walks over to pick up the bomb remote, but unexpectedly, Tae Seong quickly runs to intervene. He pulls out a small dagger, skewering it into Du Young's hand. Du Young, undeterred, swings a chair at Tae Seong. As Du Young was about to end the terrorist, he thought about his family and stopped. Suddenly, the terrorist grabs the dagger back and stabs Du Young. He dodges the attack. A gunshot rings out. The bomber's eyes widen in shock, forecasting a grim outcome. Out of nowhere, an officer takes the life of the bomber. With the bomb timer still ticking, Du Young quickly dons his bomb jacket. He has to get back to his wife and daughter as soon as possible. Without hesitation, he jumps down the building as fast as he can to reach his wife and daughter. After several leaps, he successfully lands and rushes to where his wife is. His wife wakes up just in time. He secures his wife's seatbelt, and they set off for a city adventure, making sure to pick up their daughter in style. Luckily, the countdown clock stops at 0.16 seconds. The bomb has been defused. After recovering, Du Young publicly apologizes and reveals the truth about the submarine through the media. Finally, the nation honors these soldiers, remembering their bravery. Alright, this film concludes here. If you're a fan of Lee Jong-suk's movies, please subscribe to our channel to support more of his works.